Welcome to Sustainable Life Hack channel. Today we are going to do staking of our passion fruit plants. We have two potted passion fruits. This one is the smaller among them. You can see just have one long branch, but this one is bigger. It has several branches. You can see it. So what we are doing today is that putting some circular stakes around them, and then ensure that when they produce their fruiting canes, this cane will revolve around these circular stakes and support the fruit. You will remember that in our hand pollination of passion fruit flower that we did some time ago, we told you then that if you have just one passion fruit, the rate of pollination will be so low, because when you use flower from the same plant to pollinate themselves, they are not going to be as successful as when you have multiple plants and they now do cross pollination, because passion fruits are self-infertile. So because they are self-infertile, many of the flower will not be able to pollinate themselves. So, and therefore the pollination will fail. But when you have two plants, so you can now use the pollen grain from one plant to pollinate the flower from the second plant, and then it will work out. Then we also told you that the rate of success when you have just one plant will be between 10 to 20%. Then I think we got to about 15%. I think we had 15% success rate. This time around, we want to have between 70 to 80 or 90 success rate. So we are now going to start from beginning. So how do we choose our main branch? How do we choose our fruiting canes? And how do we ensure that we just don't have vegetative parts alone growing, and we have a lot of fruiting canes that will produce flowers that can give us fruit that we actually need? That's what we are doing right now. Follow us as we progress. To use 6 sticks per pot, so that it's going to be evenly spread, and then the middle support that we are going to use will be able to hold it strong. So that's what we are doing right now. So this is the first one that is going to put the upper middle support now. We are going to remove these 3 lower branches and keep this one that goes up to the end of the support. That's what we are going to keep. So I'm going to remove these 3 now. I'm going to remove these 3 now. So if you want, we can as well root these 3. They will produce 3 new plants if you want. So I'm going to cut this 2 that is coming up too. All this one will just waste the plant energy. I want the energy to be concentrated in this one going up. So what I'm going to do is that I'm also going to cut the end here. I don't want it to go beyond this place, so I'm going to cut off that place off. So, but I'm not going to cut it around the bud area. So what I'm going to do is just to cut it around this place now. So I will now tie this one to this middle stick. So all this one here now can produce new branches. So when the fruiting cane comes up, we are going to show you another video. This is the main branch. This main branch will produce primary branches. So it is from the primary branches that secondary branches will come. It is those secondary branches that will become our fruiting cane. So, and that is you are going to see how we are going to train it. A video will be done for each of these branches so that you will understand it properly. So I'm going to tie that one to that rope now. So I've tied it to the stake now. So when the primary branches are produced, I'm going to retain just two of them. If I'm lucky to have a primary branch coming from this node and this node, it will be fine. So they are the ones I'm going to use. I will just pass one like this, and I will pass another one like this. So then their secondary branches will just drop on this support. Don't forget, this is just an adaptation. This is not how it's supposed to be on the farm. On the farm, it's supposed to be like a pergola that you make something like a tent, over which you can spread a fish net to cover your fruit from bird attack in future. Or if you are going to put it on a wall or on an horizontal support, it can just form like a T support. I'm going to show you some diagrams of how that's supposed to be. So we are going to do the second one. I'll just show you, quickly how that one will be done now. So we have staked the second plant now. If you see it now, the main branch has not got to the top of the support. So what we have done in essence is just to tie it so that after it has grown and reached the top of the support, the excess will be cut off, and then we allow it to produce its own primary branches. Subsequently, then all other branches will follow. What we are going to do now, I'm going to show you on a board how it should be on a field, because we are in an home environment and we don't have a lot of space in this place. So that's why we have made the support spiral in our round pot like this. So if we had been on the field, it could have either be a T support or a tent support, which I'm going to show you on the board now. So this is how the T support should have been if we had been on a farm. So this is our ground level, and then this is our plant. So and then this is the support, and then this how we tie the plant to the support. So this is the horizontal bar on the vertical support that makes it T. Then when the primary branches come from this plant, then the primary branch will be on the T support, and that is on the T part of the support. Then the primary branches will produce the secondary branches that are going to be our fruiting cane. And then this the tent support. You just make a tent and then you put the support at the top, which is the roof. So you plant under the tent, and then you train one branch up to the head of the tent, and then you tie it. So cut off the excess length, allow the primary branches to be produced. Then you select those one close to the support and you tie them. So from them, subsequent branches will come out, and then our fruiting cane will come as well. So like I promised you earlier, we are going to be showing you each of the stages as they appear on different videos, and then you will be able to see it clearly, the different type of branches that will come out of the plant and which one of them will eventually become our fruiting cane. Then when the flower bud is produced, we are still going to repeat our hand pollination and compare how many fruits are we going to get from this one to the previous one. So we now compare the success rate and see why we need a lot of plant from different seeds on a farm before we can have a lot of fruit from our passion fruit orchard. Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, ensure you subscribe now before you check out, so that when we upload our new videos, you are going to be notified. Thank you for your time. Bye.